prime time. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100.
Look at those three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get about 2. That's safety talent Noah Hufanga on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy now on 3rd and 2. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Oh! And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk, 36 yards. They motion a receiver right. Purdy using the pop pass. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Try to get the running game going. His first carry, He'll work forward for a couple. And Clark is there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
From
8.
31, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Let's go. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
It's
The Hunt team headed out for the Rams. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be a 1st down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. And this time it pays off. And a 1st down.
Certainly not the most creative way to pick up the 1st down, but Mike, no less effective. The offense gets to come back and maintain possession, and as the special team unit comes off the field, they did their job.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Rams come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. Big letdowns defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. Throwing again is Purdy. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
49-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Of 17 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation.
He's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jared Verse getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
A throw on the move is caught. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
It is third and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin
at
there.
their own 25-yard line.
You heard of me, the left control.
Drive will start on the ground. And them up and down, just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10
So
at the
from the 39,
39-yard line.
they come up on first and 10. Now, faking the give, on the move left. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
5 yards on the play. That's another Rams first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the
It's
33,
second and
here's
8
second
at the
and 8.
33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, L.A. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he'll get nothing here. Pass to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw
16-yard
works,
line.
it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Second and 10. There he goes again.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up third and 4. They'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Rams.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First and 10 for Purdy. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And knock him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
First down, 49ers.
He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Niners use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Get set, get set. Purdy on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down. Here's Purdy again. Side, brought in by Brown. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, San Francisco.
A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 38 yards. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Pacheco, ball carrier. Touchdown.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Dropping a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave and now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when you're inside? This, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life just slows you down. Your body gets acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal.
46-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break. Come back to the second half of that. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Bernardo Green there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action with Purdy.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Rashawn Gary getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be third and a mile.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward and give him 6 yards.
On that 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 46, here's second and 4. They'll stick with him again. Looking to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2. Brings up third down and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Lions. Hey.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
19 targeting right now.
Back to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
4-yard gain.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He'll look to throw. That is caught.
separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Denver. And they'll take this down inside 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
Man in motion is Brown. To throw on first down is Purdy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Purdy now on second down. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. That might take them out of field goal range.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, like before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Purdy to throw for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going right, it's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
All right, Mike, file this play down. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Purdy. Has his man wide open. It's Ayuk. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
For the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
21.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25. To right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
I just want to rap. I just want to...
Now give on the ground. Up the sideline to the 40. What a terrific run. They finally bring him down at the 15-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. That goes for 58.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll look to throw. That one taken in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? We'll start at the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. It's a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, on 2nd and long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. 2nd down, 8 for the first down.
Get set. Yellow. 18, watch out.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard brings us 2nd and 9.
They'll go up now for 2nd down.
Outside. 18, watch out.
To throw is Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That ball intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football at their own 23.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a good run there. To get him 5 yards. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. It is 2nd down and 5.
Go! 1918.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
1st and 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards.
Rams use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
49-yard line.
Here's first down. Along the sideline. These two moving to change themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. Up the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner.